Hey guys, how you going? So it's been about almost 3 years since I put the FTE in this 80 series here. If you haven't seen the FTE swap, I did 3 episodes on it, removing the old engine and installing it, along with sort of what you need for the swap, price-wise and all that sort of thing. So if you haven't seen that, go to my page and watch that first. So like I said, it's been almost 3 years now. I put it in May, and I've done almost 70,000 kilometers with this engine now. So just wanted to do a bit of a recap on if I still think it was a good idea, obviously because it's a lot of money. I still love it. It's still the best thing I've ever done. So I had the 1HD-FTE before, and what happened basically was I blew the head gasket on it. I repaired the head gasket, but when I did the head, the block was a little bit out of level, so a little bit below spec, so I kind of knew that, look, it's probably going to blow again, which it did about 6 months later. And I didn't really want to rebuild the 1HD-FTE because rebuilding it, couldn't really do it in my own home, and the rebuild cost was about the same price as an FTE. So I put the FTE in, get way better fuel economy, much better power delivery, better startup as well. And the great thing is as well with the 1HD-FTE, because the fuel pump was mechanical and it's all springs and stuff, when you're forward driving and you go on a real crazy incline or decline, you will notice that your idle adjusts, so your idle will drop. So sometimes if I was on a huge incline, I was a bit stuck, winching away, my idle would drop down to about 450, 500 RPM, which is less than ideal. Now with the FTE being electronic, that doesn't happen. So you can even wire in an idle up on the FTE, which is really handy if you want to, because the aircon will idle up to about 850 RPM. And you can always just put that on a switch, so you have like basically an idle up switch as well. So that's really good. Now cost wise, yes, it is really expensive. The engine itself was about $10,000 to suit conversion when I bought it. And being that they're getting more popular now, the price is just going up and up and up, so it's not going to get any cheaper. And if you can't do it yourself, it's going to be quite pricey. So there isn't a lot of options to weigh up. So I'd say if you had a 1HD-FTE or an FT and it's running sweet, I probably wouldn't do it unless, you've got money to blow. However, if you've got a 1HZ and you're looking for an upgrade, I definitely would put an FT in it rather than an FT or a 1HD-FTE, because to do a 1HZ to a 1HD-FTE, it's more or less going to be the same amount of money. You might as well just splash out a couple extra grand and put the FT in. So that's what I would do. Like I say, if your engine's still okay with its factory turbo motor, probably wouldn't put it in. It is definitely an increase, but you're probably not going to get your cost savings out of it. So one of the great benefits of the FTE is when it comes to tuning the car. So especially if you put a bigger turbo on the thing, if you're tuning a 1HZ or a 1HD-FTE, 1HD-FT, the mechanical pump on them, you're never going to get it clean off the line. So regardless of how much time you spend on it, just due to being mechanical and how you tune it for more power, it's always going to be smoky off the bottom. You can reduce that, but you can never get rid of it. There's just not enough play in the system to sort of reduce the fueling but also get good power. Now with the FTE, because it's electronic, it's just a voltage curve when you tune, so the more time you spend on it, the better you're going to get it. So you can have great power with no smoke whatsoever. So with this car, for example, making 210 horsepower, 600 newton meters of torque, I have no smoke whatsoever off the line. Whereas if you did the exact same turbo and the exact same power with the 1HD-FTE, you would be smoky as crap off the bottom. So that's really, really good with the FTE. If you're looking for great fuel economy and just clean smoke with nice power, the FTE can definitely achieve that, whereas the other ones can't. So that's where electronic definitely beats mechanical. Another good benefit from the FTE being a drive-by-wire or fly-by-wire setup, meaning the throttle pedal is just a electronic pedal. There's no throttle cable like the 1HD-FTE is. If you want to fit cruise control to the thing, you can just get any aftermarket cruise control module and wire it in. Whereas with the 1HD-FTE, you have to use a throttle lock. So basically, it just locks the cable. It's not as safe. Whereas with the FTE being electronic, you can get a lot more modulation with your cruise control, and cruise control works a lot better. So it's more 2020 technology. And finally, the last one, which I really love with the FTE, is it has an OBD2 port. it does have an OBD2 port in shape. It's actually called MOBD, which is an older config before OBD became a standardized thing. So it's still using an OBD2 plug, so you can use a Bluetooth dongle or whatever, and you can connect it with an app called Talk Pro with your phone. And what you can do is you can use coolant temperature, RPM, speed, and all those sorts of things. So you can, it's a little, you know, there's not much information on there, but you can do fault codes and all that sort of thing with there, so that's pretty cool. Righto guys, so just to finish it off, if you are thinking about doing an FTE swap, there's a great page on Facebook called 1HD-FTE Conversions. It's an Australian page. There's heaps of guys on there, and a wealth of information. There's obviously a lot of people on there that have done conversions themselves. And also, if you want to find a shop in your area who can do the conversion for you, there's a lot of four-wheel drive mechanic shops on there and stuff, so you can find someone in your area who can do the conversion for you. So thanks for watching guys. If you want any more content, just put in the comment below and I might make a video. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.